Welcome to the Huddle Show. I'm your host, Samuel McDuffie. I have the privilege and the honor to have DC own legend Josh Morgan today here today. Um, it's an honor. I'm a little nervous today. I'm not going to lie to you. So the first question I got for Josh is, how do you feel today?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Nervous people make me nervous, man. So don't be nervous, man. Let that thing flow, man. You get one life to live, man. Embrace it all, man. You gotta take over the moment, seize the moment at all times.
I got to seize the moment at all times. So let's just dive on in. What is one of the takeaways that you learned from being from the DMV area and then going off to college and on to the pros and just living life?
Man, one of the takeaways I got is never take nothing for granted, never take life for granted, man. Everything in life, they used to say sports, and sports is 90%, 95% mental, 5% physical, but I think that's everything in life, man. You gotta be mentally strong enough to go out here in this world and do everything God put you here to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people take stuff for granted, and people gratitude ain't where it should be. People take everything for granted. Just sitting out here talking to you, man, it's somebody somewhere that, can't talk. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody somewhere that can't sit up straight. It's somebody somewhere that, can't do the stuff that we not even thinking about doing. You know what I'm saying? It's just little stuff like that that just really make you embrace every moment and take advantage of every moment, man, because from starting my career in sports, at 4 years old to retiring last year, man, I think I done seen over 200 people die that I personally knew. And when you go through that, you just really embrace life and really embrace all the moments and really like get in your word and really understand what God really put you here for, man. Know and understand that, you got a bigger purpose, because there's no way in hell that over 200 people I done seen die that I personally knew, family members, friends, and everything. And I done been shot, stabbed, and everything, and I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? So you just embrace that and you just take full advantage of it and try to make a difference while you can. And I think that's the biggest thing I take away, man, just because with those over 200 people that I done seen die since I was 4 till now, man, I want to say I done impacted thousands. Thousands. Well, not I done impacted, but God done allowed me to impact the lives of thousands. I'm talking about D.C., Maryland, Virginia, Atlanta, Chicago, New Orleans, San Francisco, all over, Blacksburg, all over. And I really think that, that's what it's about, man. It ain't, a lot of us live selfishly and think it's about us. And, it is about you. You got to get yourself right mentally, and you got to be able to take care of yourself. But along the way, you got to go ahead and you got to help somebody else and reach your hand out to help somebody else, pick somebody else up. Because you never know what you will do or what you will say that'll help make somebody's day. You never know what somebody's going through. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's great. It's amazing because one of the kids down Huddle South, getting recruited by Auburn, Alabama, he lost one of his best friends today. What advice would you give him? You already mentioned that you lost over 200 people. Like, he's going through it right now. What advice would you give him? Like, what mindset would you tell him to try to embrace?
Man, that's crazy, because I just lost my cousin at 41 today. And just coming out here, man, like, she got 3 boys. She was a beautiful soul, Janelle Morgan, beautiful soul. And the advice I would give him, man, is just as hard as death is, because it's definitely hard, and my condolences to him and his family. But as hard as it is, you just got to hold on to all the good times. You just got to hold on to everything good in them and really think. And that's how I had to do. I had to start living my life like, if they was here, would they want to see me crying about their death, or would they want to see me, taking a step forward and moving forward and trying to carry out their legacy? And that's what you got to do, man. You just got to embrace their legacy and really try to take on everything good from that person and everything you love and use that as your motivation. And that's what I tell a lot of these kids. Like, all my pain, I turn my pain into fuel and use it as passion to push forward to my dreams and make all my dreams come true. So, death going to bring a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow and everything. So just use that pain, embrace that pain, use it as fuel and turn it into passion and use it to push forward and go be great, man. Go do everything God put them here to do and embrace their legacy. Every time you step on that field, every time you do everything, every time you step in that classroom, do it for them. You know what I'm saying? Embrace that legacy, be great, and do it in honor of whoever you lost that's close to you.
Charles gave a lot of gems away, a lot of takeaways, but the one I got was that I also interviewed Mr. Rock, and Mr. Rock mentioned that you took him under your wing. We got a stigma as black people that we don't reach back, but he proved it today that you're a positive young man, and you reached back and pulled him up. How did that make you feel, and how did you develop that mindset?
I think developing that mindset was just coming from it never being done for me. And I knew it was guys, and I watched guys way more talented than me that, could have been great, and that I wish I was watching on TV. And I wish they would have did what I had to do, so I ain't have to do it. So they could have, took care of me. But at the end of the day, man, just saying that and just saying all of us had to figure it out on our own, it's almost selfish of you. It's like blasphemy. Like, why would you not help the generation behind you, knowing how hard it is for you when you had to figure it out on your own? You know the blueprint now. You know what it takes. You know everything that need to be done on every level now. So why wouldn't you reach back and help the next man? And honestly, when I first met Rock, man, and just going through everything with Rock, I ain't know it was going to be what it is now. Like, you know what I'm saying? When he lost his father and everything like that, and just being down VTech and just, man, when I first met Rock reminded me of myself. And I just saw a young, hungry athlete out there trying to find a way and trying to use football as his way to feed his family. And that's what I saw in Rock. And I ain't really know too much about him. And that's what kind of drew me to him. It was just like, man, he out here working. He don't understand nothing. He a freshman, a true freshman out here working. He working harder than these seniors that's trying to go to the NFL next year. And he working way harder than them, and that kind of drew me to him, and just his work ethic, and he was always just hungry. Like, he just wanted to learn everything. And he'd be out there, and I promise you, Rock would be out there. Rock would be working with the receivers. Then he'd go in the box and do one-on-ones with the running backs. And then he'd go in that linebacker room and try to understand he was always that student of the game that wanted to be a sponge and just soak up all the knowledge and learn everything. And just seeing a guy like that, and especially, like I said, being there when his father passed, man, and being at the funeral and everything and watching that transition, man, I couldn't imagine me losing my father while I'm trying, be great. You know what I'm saying? I'm in college, I'm trying to be great. I couldn't imagine, so that just made me even closer, man. Just Mon, Shock, and, all them, man, just seeing all them and seeing them now grown men, man, just the whole process was just crazy, man. And like I said, man, it would have been wrong for me. I felt like I wouldn't have been blessed if I wouldn't have never reached back, you know what I'm saying? Because when you reach back, it's not like it's pity, it ain't like, oh, I'm reaching back because I feel sorry for it. It's like, no, man, here, man, somebody, I had to figure this out on my own, but here, man, I know the way, so hey, come on, follow me, because I know the way, and I'm going to get you there. I'm going to help you with whatever you need. Like, it don't matter what it is, whatever you need, just let me know. Especially now that your father going, man, let me know. I'm not trying, nobody can replace your father. Nobody in this world gonna ever replace your father, but if I can help you, let me know. I'm here. And the more we start getting along and can start like really growing closer, and our whole Lord mob, man, that's how, all the bless all people, man, that started way back at VTech, man. For real, man. That's on my arm, man. Bless all people, man. That started way back at VTech. But it just came from that, man, just constantly trying to, and that's the best part about college, and that's why you hear most NFL guys say that, man, they love college, because it's very rare that you're going to go somewhere and you're going to see 70 to 100 guys all with one goal, trying to do the same thing. Ain't no selfishness or nothing, because everybody know I need Rock, because if Rock play bad, then guess what? Them scouts not going to come see us play. If I drop this ball, guess what? We lost, and them scouts ain't about to come see some losers. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of how it was. Like, man, when I was down, Rock pushing me. When I'm up and Rock slumming or Rock struggling, I'm pushing him. Just that positive reinforcement and holding yourself accountable, man. That bar, and that's the best part about the NFL. And to this day, that's the only thing I miss about the NFL, man. The NFL got this bar that it's this level that you can't go below. Like, you gotta climb up to this bar, and you gotta meet this bar every day. Because if you don't, then you get cut. You get cut, and when you get cut, guess what? Then you back to the real world. You get cut, your son not eating. You get cut, your family not eating. You get cut, you gonna have to come up with rent some way. You get cut, you're gonna have to put your pride to the side and get a Walmart job or do whatever. Because the interview process gonna take forever. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Like, this is real shit, and that just is what it is, man. So, man, we ain't had no choice, man. And I couldn't be more proud of Rock than everything he doing, man, and everything he continue to do, man, doing all of it, in honor of his father, man. It's been a blessing to watch that man grow into the man he is now. So, like I said, I don't want no credit for nothing, man. I'm just proud that I could be part of his journey, because he a hell of a man, and he, everybody coach Rock. Nah, that man's a teacher. That man's for real. That man know this stuff inside the know, and I send all my kids his way. Oh, you play DB? Oh, I got you. Oh, you play football? Oh, you Merlin? Oh, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I send all my kids his way, because he's one of those guys, like, and he a humble guy. He ain't never gonna boast and brag about it, but he one of them guys you need to know, and him being in your life, he gonna make your life better.
Great. Whew. We out on the Huddle Show, and now we're gonna take it down south, Huddle South. What are some things that you can tell the kids that are in Florida don't have the mentality that we have up here, but have the athleticism? What can you bring to the table, if, hypothetically speaking, if you was to take this down south?
Man, if we was to take this down south, I think the same thing, man, the blueprint. Like, we know the blueprint in and out. And even though you might have that mentality, man, you got the resources down south. They play football all year long, man. You ain't got to worry about snow on the ground. You ain't got to worry about none of that stuff for real, man. Y'all got the resources. They fast. All of them, like, they got the blueprint. They just, a lot of them, from what I know and from what I heard from all my guys down south, man, they just don't really put it all together. A lot of them, like, yeah, they already on the track. They already on the field all day, every day, but they just don't understand how to put it all together. So I think that's where something like this will benefit a lot down south, and that's how it'll help. Because, we could do this all year. We could be just like this in December down there, and it ain't going to be no different, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the biggest thing we could do down south, is just take this down south and just show them the blueprint, pave the way, get as many guys as we can in college, get as many of them in the league, man. It don't make no sense to pay for school when you can go to school for free.
Well, this is our last question. You did mention that it's a lot of guys from the area that could have made it. What advice do you give to that kid that's his mindset, he on the fence? He like, man, should I go and do football, or I got to be on the block, or my friends making fun of me? What advice would you give that kid that they got the hunger that, people that was like that, like, yo, you can kill, but they got things going on in their household. But what can you say today to spark that interest in his head again?
Man, what I would say was just embrace the process and make a decision. You can't be on the fence. I was that guy. I was that guy that I was a nerd for real. I was a straight A student. I was an honor roll student for real. But then my parents got divorced. Stuff started going on with my father. He lost his job, so I thought I had to hit the block. So I started hustling and doing all that dumb shit. And then between hustling, I stopped giving sports all I should have gave it. So I wasn't really doing as good in sports as I should have been doing, when I should have been killing, like you just said. And then on the flip side of that, I'm not doing good in sports because I'm out here hustling and I'm making money. I'm trying to do whatever I got to do for my grandmother to keep the lights on, or, for the water to stay hot. I ain't never had cable. I was that guy that I ain't have cable until I went to college. I ain't had my own shower until I went to college. I ain't had my own room until I went to college. My room was the futon, and then you climb up and you got the little twin bed. I'm 6'1". I was this size in high school, man. And my shoe size matched my age. That's how I got my nickname Feets. So think about it. I'm this Bigfoot kid that's a nerd for real, that's in a terrible situation, as far as a household, and thinking that he got to go to the block and do what he got to do, when for real all I had to do was embrace sports, man, and just work my way out of it, man. Because being on the block, it helped. I thought it helped at the time, but, man, that ain't do nothing but introduce me to some stuff I ain't need to know at that age. I shouldn't have been 14 witnessing murders. I shouldn't have been 14, watching people shoot up. I shouldn't have been 14, 15 years old seeing some of the stuff and experience getting stabbed or getting shot at and, ducking bullets. Like, that ain't no life. I'm 14 years old, man. I'm supposed to be playing a game, watching cable, doing whatever, hanging out with my friends, riding a bike, meeting up at the park or something. So what I would tell a kid is, man, just, there ain't nothing in the streets, man. You either two things, man. And I know it's cliche, but, man, you're either going to be locked up or dead. And I hate to say it, man, but that's all it is. You either going to be locked up or dead. And the streets ain't got nothing for you, man. So, embrace, if it's sports, man, and even every child don't have to go to the NBA. Every child don't have to go to the NFL. So embrace it. Use sports for your education. Use sports, play sports, and get a good education for free. You know what I'm saying? Use sports as a tool. Sports not nothing but a tool for you to, put yourself on that platform in life and do what you really want to do or what you really need to do, what God really put you here for. So that's, man, put everything in the sports right now, man. If you on the fence about it, man, leave the weed alone, leave the drugs alone, leave all of it alone right now. Make up your mind right now that you're going to be great and use all that pain you're going through as fuel and turn it into passion and push it forward to your greatness, man. Embrace that pain you're going through and turn it into something positive, man. Go be great, man, because two things going to happen in them streets, man. You're either going to get caught up in it and you're going to be locked up or dead. And why not get a free education out here playing football than in jail fighting for somebody not to take your butt? I'm just speaking facts. You know what I'm saying? You in jail fighting for your life, doing stuff, and they're faking probably, and you the girl in jail, and you come out here when you get out perping like you was running shit in there. Like, nah, man, make up your mind right now and go get it. Go be great. If it's basketball, if it's football, if it's track, whatever, wrestling, whatever it is that can get you that free education, then take advantage of that first and go get your education and figure it out along the way. You ain't going to know everything in the 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. But guess what? At least I'm going to put everything into sports and use sports as a tool to get a free education. And now I'm a freshman in college and I got more time to figure out what I really want to do if I don't even want to play sports. I got more time. So all sports going to do is just buy you more time to make up your mind. That's all the NFL did. NFL bought me more time to make up my mind on what I really wanted to do when I was done playing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna figure it out. You don't got to figure it out until you go through it.
Well, Mr. Josh gave a lot of gems today. He was a straight A student. Parents was divorced. I mean, he don't know that, but he already wrote his book. His book going to come out next year. I'm going to challenge him so he can market it all the way down south and all around the world. And this is the Huddle Show, and this is Huddle South. We're going to sign off with Josh and just be ready for that book that's coming out. He's a motivational speaker. He don't even know it. He the next Inky Johnson. Thanks, Josh, for having us today.
No problem, man. Appreciate
All right.
you.